Hello everyone, welcome back to Statistics for Data Scientist course. So today we will be learning about data types in statistics. So there are different types of data in statistics that are calculated, analyzed, interpreted and presented. Okay, now the data are the individual pieces of factual information recorded and it is used for the purpose of analysis. Right. Now the classification of data it comes from a fact that data can either be observed or it can be measured. Okay, this is the fundamental theory for classifying. This is how researchers used to classify and categorize the data. Data can either be observed or it can either be measured. Okay, so in statistics, the data is broadly classified into two types, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative is also known as categorical data, quantitative is known as numerical data. Now, the qualitative data they are non-numeric in nature. Okay, since they are labeled or they are in categories. Okay, but on the other hand side, quantitative they are numerical in nature. That means that we cannot perform any arithmetic operation over the qualitative data types. However, we can perform a arithmetic operation over the quantitative data types. Okay, now the example of qualitative data are gender of a person, just a moment, gender of a person, gender or a result it can either be pass or fail, okay, or the match result it can either be win or win or loss, right? And on the another hand side, quantitative data are it can be further class. It can be the examples can be height, height of a building, okay, distance, and the speed. So since these are numeric in nature, so we used to classify them as quantitative data. Now further ahead, qualitative data is further divided into two types: nominal data types and ordinal data types. Okay, now the data types are those data or information which are labeled, which can be labeled. For an example, gender. Okay, gender of a person, we can label them as male and female. Okay, male and female. But do we have any provision to order them? What I mean to say that, is there any comparison which is better? Okay, which like is there any scoring for this kind of category? Okay, we don't have any order, we don't have any direction. But when it comes to ordinal data, in comparison to nominal scale, the ordinal scale data has more information because along with the label, it also contains direction. As an example, grade. Okay, grade grade are categorized as A, B, and C. That means that grade A is better than grade B and C. Okay, grade A students they score more than 85%. Grade B students they are in between 75% to 85%, and grade C is less than 75%. Right. So good thing about the ordinal data is along with the label, they also have particular direction. Suppose an income, it can be high, medium, and it can be high, medium, and low. Right. So this is how. So ordinal data is preferred over the nominal data. Now on the other hand side, we have quantitative data. So as I mentioned that quantitative data, they are numerical data and they are numeric in nature. So we can perform arithmetic operation over them. Now, now quantitative data are further classified into continuous and discrete. Right. So continuous data are those data which can be represented in decimal format. That means that the continuous data they have infinite number of probable values. Okay. So for an example, uh, height. Okay, or speed or distance. These are the examples of continuous data. Okay, it can be something. It can have a multiple values, okay, infinite probable values. Similarly, speed and distance they can have infinite probable values. On the other hand side, discrete they does have a limited or finite probable values. For an example, number of siblings, okay, number of siblings or number of subjects, Okay, number of students in a class. Okay, so these are fine. These are like they do have finite number of values. So this is the major category and major classification of data types. We have furthermore classification for discrete, which is also like it has been sometime it has been further classified for count and categories. Okay, but this is the primary classification of data types. Now, one very important point over here is what is the importance of label measurement? Okay, do we have any importance? It is just used to classify, right? No. So the label at which we measure the variable, it determines how we can analyze our data. Okay, it is like it is very important. Classifying the data properly is very important. Okay, because we can analyze our data based on the data type itself. Now let us take an example. In many cases, your variable can be measured at different levels. Okay, so you have to choose the correct level of measurement. It is very important. Now, one important, we will take an example. Okay, this is an example, and we will see like what are the data types. So, ordered ID, we have order ID, we have item, customer, quantity, price, and ready. Okay, now order ID. So, order ID. No. So we can see that they have and then we have item. Okay, so the item, the variable item. So it is item, the variable item. It is uh, so it is ordinal, right? It is ordinal in nature. We cannot we cannot rank them. Okay, they are labeled with mobile, pen drive, and tablet. Okay, now customer name, customer name. It is also ordinal. Okay, I think these two are ordinal in nature. These two are ordinal. Okay, and then we have quantity. Now quantity, we have infinite number of values. So finite number of values we have. So it is going to be sorry, discrete. It will be a discrete. And here it is in since it is in decimal format. So it is a continuous variable. And then we have rating. Okay, so rating 3 4, it can be rating can be 1 2 3 4 5. But see, rating, it is not a numerical value, it is label. Okay, and 1 2 3 4 5, it is label, as well as it also represents a direction that rating 1 is low, rating 5 is quite high. Okay, so that means it is a ordinal data. So this is ordinal. And one thing I just this is a nominal data. I'm sorry, because it doesn't have any direction. Okay, so that is all about this. So we'll connect again in our next session. And yeah, please do subscribe our channel for the latest update.